Good morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag outlook for Friday, October 11th. Happy Friday to all. USDA report day today as traders eagerly await updated data at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. Ahead of that, we are seeing a lot of green on the screen here this morning as prices recover a little bit. Corn right now is steady to a penny better. Beans seem to be the upside leader, about 4 to 5 better, up 1 to 2 in the soybean meal, with bean oil up about 20 to 25 points. Wheat is higher as well, about 2 to 4 cents higher across all three classes. Dry weather for west central parts of Argentina have forced farmers in this region to stop planting corn, at least according to the Buenos Aires Grain Exchange. Plantings there have reached almost 19%. That is up from 14% last week. Despite plantings being stalled due to the dryness, the exchange did leave their planted acreage estimates unchanged at 6.3 million hectares. That is down 22%, however, from a year ago. Ukraine's ag minister, they've indicated that their grain exports will likely be significantly smaller than a year ago, likely dipping to about 40 million metric tons for the 24-25 growing season, down from 51 the previous year. This due to poor harvest from this year's grain crops. Recently, they suggested their wheat exports, they dropped 2.2 million metric tons to 16.2, while corn exports would drop nearly 8 million metric tons to 21.7. Despite the large expected year-over-year decline, shipments to date since the beginning of the 24-25 marketing year in July have been strong at 11.7 million metric tons, well above the 7.4 that was shipped the same period a year ago. So we're going to need to see significant slowdowns here forward if we're going to see that year-over-year declines. And with recent missile attacks on shipping vessels and port infrastructure, insurance premiums have soared, which will likely work to slow that rather quickly. Russian ag minister and major grain exporting companies are reportedly meeting today, likely to discuss their grain export quota system moving forward. After yesterday's export sales report here in the U.S., year-to-date commitments for wheat, they're up 19% versus a year ago. USDA's forecast right now is up 17%. I do look for a bump up in that in today's USDA WASDE report. Corn shipments or corn sales are up 15%, up less than 1% a year from the USDA. Beans sales now have passed the year ago levels. We're up 4%. USDA forecast is up 9%. Soybean commitments to China and unknown combined, they do rest at 499 million bushels. That's still off 7% from a year ago and down 38% from where we were 2 years ago. Talk of additional Chinese stimulus and perhaps some buying interest in U.S. beans, I think has helped trigger the rebound here overnight. U.S. weather remains seasonally warm, warmer than normal, and dry with really little to no disruptions to the harvest here, looking out for at least another week. Longer range maps are starting to suggest a return of some moisture here to the plain states in western Corn Belt in week 2 of the outlook. The beneficial rain still expected here in central growing regions of Brazil, likely by early next week. However, they have been slower than normal to materialize, likely pushing back plantings about 2 to 3 weeks from their normal pace. I do look for slightly lower stocks and corn production in today's report, slightly higher on the beans, and also lower stocks on the wheat due to higher exports. So good luck with today's USDA numbers. We'll be back later to report details of what the USDA has to say. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great day.